Was good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in a building with another banger. Now, first things first, before we get started, I gotta go ahead and say thank God for another day and another opportunity. And as y'all can see from the looks of the title and the screen, today I'm gonna be dropping another very special build for y'all, in which I'm calling the Hybrid Defensive Threat. Now, this build is going to come out to the Hybrid Defender, and out of all NBA players, it's going to be reminding me of OG ANUNOBY. Now, this build, when it comes to attributes, will get a 99 plus towards our free throw, possibly our interior defense, perimeter defense, steal, block, defensive rebound, and stamina. Now, we'll also get some of the upgraded dunk packages, which is crucial to this build, and this is absolutely one of the best lockdown defenders that you can make this year. Now, we'll get a total of 46 badges, and really this is one of the best bully defensive lockdowns. Now, there's no need for a big man when it comes to this build if you're running the threes, and what makes this build even better is that the defense and offense are very versatile, is because you can be effective at any point in both areas. Now, you're going to be able to shoot and finish, and this is one of the most toxic builds that you're going to be able to see. So before we get any further, if it's your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the rich family, and last but definitely not least, comment down TG for Thank God King Jesus and where you're tuning in from, and I most definitely will be sure to get back to y'all with a response. So the first thing that you want to do is put this build under the small forward position. Let's go ahead and put the height to 6'7", with the weight up to 233 pounds. Now, moving into the wingspan, I'm going to put this all the way up to 7'4", and from here, this is what we're going to be looking like moving forward with today's build. Now, the first area that I do want to get into is going to be our physicals, and what we can do with this build today is very special. So as for that speed, go ahead and put this all the way up to an 85. Getting into the acceleration, I'm going to go with a 77. Moving into the strength, I'm going to go all the way up to a 90. And then for that vertical, I decided to put this all the way up to an 85. Now, for that stamina, if you're a lockdown defender, you definitely want to max this out. Put this all the way up to a 99. Now, remember, when you do your Gatorade facility workouts, the 4 stars means you get a +4 put towards your physicals. So we're going to have that 99 stamina off rip. Once you do your workouts, you'll have an 89 vertical, 94 strength, 81 acceleration with an 89 speed. Very overpowered when you take a look at these stats, and it really sets you up nicely with the rest of this build. So let's go ahead and get started with the shooting. So as for that mid-range shot, what you want to do is put this all the way up to an 82. As for that three-pointer, I'm going to go with a 60. And then for that free throw, put this all the way up to a 99. Now, if you take this into the rec and pro-am, this build is definitely going to be special, because once you get fouled, you're going to be able to knock down shots at ease. And once you get your timing down with the mid-range, I'm telling y'all, you're definitely going to be effective at any point. Now, with your takeover activated, possibly buying boost and wearing gear, your three-pointer is definitely going to be taken into account as well. Now, from here, let's get started with that defensive end. This is what's going to make this build very clear. So look, go ahead and put that interior defense all the way up to an 82. As for the perimeter, I like this best at a 94. And then for the steal, I think we're going to go ahead and have to put this all the way up to a 96. That right there is going to unlock Hall of Fame interceptor and right stick ripper. As for the block, let's go ahead and raise this all the way up to an 87. For that defensive rebound, I'm going to go with an 85. And then for the offensive, I'm going to go with a 75. So as you can see, this build already on the defensive end pretty much allows you to bully any type of offensive player, especially on that interior and perimeter. So let's go ahead and move into the finishing. So as you can see, when it comes to our driving dunk, I'm going to put this up to a 75. That right there is going to allow you to unlock some of the upgraded dunk packages, and it's more than enough to be needed and effective when it comes to using this build in any type of game mode and setting. Now, if you want to, look, feel free to make any changes and adjustments to your own liking and playstyle, but I promise you, if you follow along, you're definitely in store for one of the best builds to make at the lockdown defender position. So as for the pass accuracy to wrap everything up, let's put this all the way up to a 68. And as you can see, we're going to be able to be pretty effective out of this area, no matter if you add boost or not. So let's go ahead and start from the top down. Some of the badges that we're able to get: Bronze Posterizer, this is going to make a huge difference. Then we get Slithery, Precision Dunker with Silver Aerial Wizard, which means you can catch alley-oops and contact dunks. Now also on top of that, we get Bronze Whistle, Gold Spin Cycle with Silver 2-step. Really, for this build overall, I think you're in store for one of the best. So for that mid-range shot, we're going to get badges like Bronze Blinders. You also get Gold Catch and Shoot, Bronze Deadeye, Silver Green Machine Space Crater with Spot Finder and Comeback Kid, Guard Up, Midi Magician, and Open Looks. Now regardless of which game mode you're in, this is going to be one of the best builds on the court. I'm really happy that if you take it into the rec and you get fouled at the line, this build is nearly unstoppable. Now as you can see, when it comes to the pass accuracy, we're going to be able to get Dimer, Relay Passer, Break Starter, and Post Playmaker. Now for the defensive end, the juicy stuff, we get Hall of Fame Workhorse, Silver Anchor, Post Lockdown. Then for the perimeter, we get Gold Clamps, Hall of Fame 94 feet, Ankle Braces, Challenger. Then we also get Gold Fast Feet, Pick Dodger with Hall of Fame Workhorse again, and Off-Ball Pass. As far as for that steal, we went over Interceptor and Right Stick Ripper. I'm really happy about Glove. If you want to raise anything to get this on the Hall of Fame tier, you can definitely go ahead and try to do so. But I think these attributes are perfect, especially when it comes to attaining certain attributes as well as badge levels. Now for that block, we get Silver Anchor, Pogo Stick, as well as Gold Chase Down Artist. Then for the offensive rebound, Gold Box Out Beast, Silver Pogo Stick, Post Playmaker with Silver Rebound Chaser. The defensive rebound, a little bit more of the same. Now I want to know your thoughts and opinions on this build. Is there anything that you would possibly do to make it better? Now if you put this at the 3 or 4 position when it comes to the rec, possibly Pro-Am, I think this is easily one of the best builds that you can have on your team and put at that position. I think this is the perfect replication of OG ANUNOBY. So let's go ahead and move forward to make sure that everybody made this build correctly. Now we should be able to get these 3 different comparisons. And as y'all can see together, we have created the hybrid defensive threat coming out to the hybrid defender. Now I do like that comparison of OG ANUNOBY, Gerald Wallace, and Jimmy Butler. Activating your takeovers, buying boost, wearing gear, and playing well throughout each game. That is at least a plus 10 to 15 depending on how you look at it. Now thank y'all so much for the support, and those of y'all who made it to the very end, God bless every single one of you. Now if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the rich family, and last but definitely not least, comment down TG for thank God King Jesus and where you're tuning in from, and I most definitely will be sure to get back to y'all with a response. And with all that being said though, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.